Michael, Peterborough got a really good and unexpected point at Bournemouth. They had two shots, apparently just one on target, and didn't have much possession in the game. But they'll certainly get confidence from that as they try and get off the bottom of the league table.
Yeah, they will. It was a very good, it was a good performance away from home. They showed good resolution, and they've gone to a very good team and obviously got a point. I think Peterborough have, they've come into the league. They've obviously changed the manager with Grant McCann coming back in again, but they've tried to play. They've been a team that's tried to, stay in the division by playing football. I think they've got some good football players in their team. They've played some good football. I felt they played well against us at home, although they lost the game 2-0. And, they've obviously conceded a lot of goals, which, makes it very difficult to win games if in that situation. But, the point will, as you rightly say, will give them confidence, and, we're ready for a tough game.
They're playing with two up front now, aren't they? And I guess they're playing with a nothing to lose mentality, which makes them even more dangerous.
Yeah, look, I think when you're in the situation that they're in, you need wins to get out of that situation. That's the reality. And so, they'll come. I think they'll have a mentality to try and win the game, particularly their home games, and they will play. I think with that mindset that you're right, they don't have anything to lose, and but equally, we have to match that mindset and that appetite for the game. I've no doubt that we will, and we don't have a lot to lose either. We have to go and play on the front foot as we did on Tuesday night, and but clearly be more clinical in the final third.
Well, you talk about being more clinical. The chances that were missed by fractions, weren't they? And you can't question the character of the players. Lewis Baker actually mentioned when talking to me afterwards that you're a really together group. But you could do with a few late goals to grind out wins, or get those chances put away earlier so you can get an easy win. It's just fractions, isn't it, Michael?
Well, look, we should have probably been at least one, if not two, ahead in the game on Tuesday in the first 10 minutes. Lewis hits the post, and then we're a fraction away from, I think Lewis and Josh Madge getting on the end of a cross. So yeah, look, we had numerous chances in the second half as well, and that's been a pattern for us this season. We can't deny that. I look back, as far back as Bristol City away, and maybe that pattern started to emerge a little bit more then. But we're continuing. We're doing a lot of right things in the game, but we're probably not putting the ball, obviously, in the net as regularly as we could do with the chances that we create. And the fact that, our top goal scorer has 8 goals and is Jacob. And, we brought Lewis to the club and he scored 5 goals in 10 games, gives you an indication of the impact that he has had as well. But we just got to continue to play as we have done and look for that, that improvement in the final third of the pitch.
I know you always want to play out of the back, and obviously when you're lacking a bit of confidence, that's harder. But as you've mentioned about Lewis Baker, and also the re-emergence of Joe Allen's form since he's come back from his injury, you're looking much stronger in the midfield department than you would have probably expected.
No, I think in middle of the pitch, I look at us in the first part of the season. I thought we were excellent in midfield. Vrancic was very good. Once we got Remain up to speed, and Remain unfortunately had a bad injury, at QPR. We've obviously had Powell very available to us and very little. So, yeah, I think Joe's played a lot of minutes and there's a lot of responsibility on Joe. And I think Lewis coming in has given him, good assistance in there. I think in recent weeks, Thompson has played very well as well. He's come back after a knee injury. It took him a few games to get going again. I think we're seeing that now. So, I like what we have in terms of our options in the middle of the pitch at this minute in time. And
there are probably, hopefully, no new injury after Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever day it was. I've forgotten now.
Tuesday, yeah. No, we're fine. We didn't pick up anything. We're a little bit on maybe concerned about Phil Jagielka, but he's fine. He trained today. So yeah, we've got no new concerns from Tuesday night.
And the under-23s played. Seema and DiMaggio, Wright, Phillips, Clucas all got minutes in the legs. And Tashin Oakley-Booth gave you a reminder with 2 goals.
Yeah. I went to the game on Wednesday. It was good to see them because you don't get enough and a lot of opportunity, particularly away from home, because the distance to travel going away, watch away games is difficult. I thought they played very well in the first half, not so good in the second half. Huddersfield had had a lot of pressure in the second half, and you know, Blondie made some very good saves as well. But yeah, it was good to see those players. You know, Seema still needs minutes. He's a bit short. And you know, DiMaggio, you know, as usual, you know, ran himself into the ground. Probably wasn't one of his best performances, but you could never fault DiMaggio for his application and his effort.